Air signs. Hello, air signs. Welcome to Super Windy Saturdays. Yes, it's clever. Yes, it is. Anyway, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Hello, friends. This is for you. We're going to kick it off with 3 cards from the Lenormand, the Mondac Lenormand, excuse me. And then we will clarify those with the tarot. So we're getting a little bit of a feel for what's going on with these Lenormand cards. I am new Lenormand, so if it goes well, you'll see them. If not, you won't. Wow, what a concept. Anyway, take one. Here we go. We've got 3 cards there, so we're going to get into it right now without me yammering on any further. Just wanted to make sure I didn't mix anything up there. This Lenormand deck also has an extension, so I do have a couple of non-traditional things going on here. Although today I don't, so ignore me. And my... Let's see, that was first. Yeah, I went like this. Okay, we have 3 cards. We've got the Lilies, the Book, and the Ship. Okay, the Lilies are about... they can, in the traditional Lenormand, they can represent a mature man. It can represent gifts. It can represent secure sexual relationships. There's a few things there. The Book represents knowledge, wisdom, or secrets. The Ship is about motion, like moving away from things. And so we have, I would think, secrets revealed, cluing us into some motion. Yes, secrets revealed, cluing us into some motion, and it's a gift of knowledge. Let me rephrase the whole thing. It's a gift of knowledge moving us forward. Okay, air signs, the gift of knowledge is moving us forward in some way. Forget all that sex talk. Okay, the gift of knowledge is moving us forward. Okay, interesting. Well, now having the knowledge that the gift of knowledge is moving us forward, air signs, let's see what we need to know here. What does the tarot have to say about that? Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The gift of knowledge. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What does the gift of knowledge mean to all of us? Let's get 3 cards of general energy. I'm saying us. I'm a Aquarius moon, so what does the what do we need to know about this Lenormand reading? 3 cards for the general vibe of the energy regarding this Lenormand reading. We're using the Cosmic Tarot today. I just got it literally last night, so they're brand new to me. Woo, interesting. We're kicking it off with the 5 of Swords. So we had some communication that potentially was very severe, severe communication. Whether you stood up for yourself or somebody said something to you, it was a lot. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands. We have new inspiration here. We have the Empress. Awesome. Okay, so, and then underlying energy is 10 of Swords. So the reason why the gift of knowledge is moving us forward is because something came to an end. The 5 of Swords is like very much an energy of like cutting something off that doesn't serve. So through a conflict, 5 is all about changes. And so there was some kind of conflict that occurred, and, it's caused you to move away from it, to move forward, to move away. Ace of Wands is about a new inspiration, new inspiring energy. Something's got your attention. Let me put it that way. Something's got your attention. It could be an Empress has got your attention. It could be that you are embodying the energy of the Empress. I'm inclined to believe the latter is more the case. I think basically some kind of conflict had occurred, but you've come to realize through this process that you actually are a badass. You're a thoroughly badass person. So the gift of knowledge is moving you forward, and that knowledge is that you are really achieving Empress status in your personal life. You've leveled up in some way, and that leveling up, the process of leveling up oftentimes causes isolation and causes relationships to be strained and affected like that. So air signs, no problem. We move forward. We got good things coming. So let's get some clarification for you, air signs. Gemini, Libra, fucking A, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Excuse me. The retrograde remnants are still affecting me. What do we need to know about this Five of Swords, please? Okay. That's way too many cards, of course. We got 3 here, though. I'm going to take these 3. The first 2 and then this other one here. So, regarding the Five of Swords, we have the Seven of Swords. Yep. So there is some sneakiness, some deceptive energy going on here. We've got the King of Swords, something that you picked up on and said, no, I'm not putting up with that. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is about a new beginning again. So it's another ace. The Ace of Wands and now the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is about beginning a new journey that is regarding your material world, your wealth, your finances, your home, things like that. You're seeking to start a new chapter in those matters that's going to bring about some good fortune, potentially, right? It's the beginning of a journey. So I think basically this Five of Swords here overlaps with the fire sign reading from earlier a little bit, in that I think that you just aren't going to put up with something. You're not putting up with the sneakiness anymore. And so you, as the King of Swords, being very impartial and very matter of fact and logical, I think you just said, no, that's not for me. Let me just keep throwing cards. That's not for me. And so you've moved on, and potentially a new beginning is occurring with the Ace of Pentacles there. Okay? Moving forward, yes. The Lenormand that I have got laid out here on the table, is this column is right over the ship, which is about that forward motion. So, yes, you're moving forward into a new thing. Okay, regarding the Ace of Wands, what do our air signs need to know about the Ace of Wands? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What do our friends need to know about the Ace of Wands here? Regarding the Ace of Wands. All right, one more shuffle. All right, air signs, shall we? Ace of Wands, we got the Star. This is Aquarius energy. This is wishing upon a star as well. Spiritual healing, balance too. It's a balance of a lot of energies. You kind of have all 4 elements here in a sense. You've got earth, water, fire, and air. The fire is a little bit distant, but that is mainly because your emotional state, which is your water, your practicality, which is your earth, and your communicative state, which is the air, is sort of all in balance. The fire is about passion. It's tempered just by the distance. It's still there, though. You're wishing upon the star. You can see the star is quite large. But there is a balance of all that. So very interesting. We got the Two of Wands. This is about that energy of knowing where you want to go. You have the world in the palm of your hands right now. Okay, this new beginning that you've started on, if you choose to take it, which some of you have already, some of you are about to, you've got the world in the palm of your hands, and you're looking and deciding where you want to go, basically. This is a portal to a new situation, a new circumstance. And we got the Three of Swords. This is about heartbreak, heartache, and disappointments. There's been some setbacks, obviously. Setbacks in the realm of what's been inspiring you in general. We are clarifying the Ace of Wands after all. I will note that this column of cards is above the book and the Lenormand, which is about knowledge, wisdom, and hidden knowledge and secrets. So something has probably come to light that's affected your circumstances with the Ace of Wands. It may have caused a setback temporarily, but because that Three of Swords here is sitting right next to our Ace of Pentacles, I do kind of feel like it's just a recalibration. It doesn't really mean no to some deep desire that you have. It's more to do with the way that it's coming about, or the specificity with which it's coming about is changing. So it's not that you're not getting something that you deserve to receive, or that your manifestation work has been ineffective. It has more to do with the specificity of like what that's actually going to mean for you, air signs. So it's okay. We all have setbacks, don't we? I have stories. I'll keep them to myself for now. Okay, but regarding the Empress, let's clarify the Empress for air signs, shall we? The Empress, sitting directly above the Lily card in the Lenormand, which again is about wisdom, Represents an older gentleman, but it can also be wisdom. It can also be it's blessings that come in a mature form, okay? A very mature form, a very wise form. Let me put it that way. So, yes. All right. Clarifying, which makes sense, because the Empress is definitely wise. The Empress is very wise. She embodies the energy of all 4 queens. So, having that right by the lily makes a lot of sense. It also sort of represents a counterpart. I would say maybe in the Lenormand, the lily is almost somewhat equivalent to the Emperor in some ways. Like I said, it's a mature man and lilies. So in the traditional deck, so there is definitely a Empress thing going on there. But let's get some clarification for you, air signs. What do they need to know about this Empress card? One more shuffle, please. All right, let's get into it. Ten of Swords. All right, Ten of Swords was on the bottom earlier of this deck. Ten of Swords is here. Ten of Swords is here. There is a completion of some kind, obviously. It's a completion that's brought about a maturation in your attitude. Ace of Wands is back. Here's the second Ace of Wands for you. So you've had the Ace of Wands twice as well as the Ace of Pentacles. This is good news. We've got Seven of Cups here. This is all about options, choices, and decisions that you need to make. Some of them are wiser than others. Bear in mind, with the Empress and the lilies, we're talking wisdom here. And then we've got the Magician, and this is all about alchemy of your inner world and taking the way that you receive the outer world and changing it into something positive in your inner world. In other words, the way that you approach life is going to affect how your life goes. I mean, hello, as within, so without, you know, as without, so within. I did just realize, though, that I pulled a 4th card for you, but we're going to take it anyway. So you've got new inspiration, options, and a clear ending here. I just think that basically this is sort of a timeline of like things that have already happened. It's recapping a little bit, and it's just explaining in some regard like the way that you're embodying this Empress energy, this completion that's come along, this new beginning that's come along, the way that you've navigated your options, navigated the negative and transmuted into positive things, and the way that you've optimized your positivity as well, tells me that you're operating in a very mature energy in that sense. So air signs, I think that basically it's just sort of a recap of your energy there. You've walked away from things that don't serve you. This is the 8 of Cups on the bottom here. You're just walking away from things that don't serve and allowing space for things that do, because you've the Magician tells me that you've sort of reached a level of mastery about the way that you navigate the external world. You know, it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street for sure. As within, so without, yes, but also as without, so within. It's constantly revolving. So you're navigating your circumstances externally very well by navigating the internal world very well. So, and vice versa, which is why you've got the Empress there and you've got the lilies there. There's a degree of maturity that's very significant for some of you. You're very, very much operating in the mature energy. So love to see that. All right, friends, let's get some outcome for you. 3 cards of potential outcome. Looks to me, though, that, yeah, whatever endings have been coming about lately, it's moving you forward into something very, very positive. And it's moving you into wisdom as well. Like, you're gaining so much wisdom through this process. So if you're in the middle of the endings happening, just trust the process, trust spirit, and set some intention towards acquiring wisdom through the turbulence. Okay? All right, one more shuffle here. Let's go. All right, friends. Potential outcome. 9 of Swords. This is very much a energy of being in your head, being paranoid, being afraid, being terrified. It's nightmare energy. This is a potential outcome. It's not something you have to take on. We've got the 7 of Wands. This is a defensive energy, but it's also an energy of bravery and valor and leadership. So, to me, it's a juxtaposition. This is like what I was just saying, internal and external. if your internal world is very, very fearful, your external world you're going to show up like you're afraid. If you decide to approach it with bravery, you're going to show up looking like a leader. You're going to show up looking brave and confident and strong and independent in a sense. And basically with the Death card here wrapping it up, it's like, yes, the changes are happening. So since we've got the 10 of Swords a couple of times here and the 3 of Swords and things like that, there's major changes coming for you that are kind of inevitable. They're significant. But if you navigate them with bravery, I feel you are going to have a victorious and positive outcome. We have the 6 of Wands on the bottom right now. This is about victory, you know, returning from battle victorious. This guy in this deck has kind of subdued the lion in the background, and so he's looking super badass because he's he's sort of trained the lion to work with him. He's got the symbol of Jupiter on his, I don't know what to call that, a sash, I guess. His ridiculous excuse for his shirt. He's got the Jupiter sign on there. Jupiter's all about expansion. So basically the way you navigate the changes is going to determine the outcome. The changes in life are inevitable, and that is the wisdom that you need to acquire. This is directly over our Lilies and Empress. So in regards to our wisdom, you know, and also the Magician, by the way, in regards to our wisdom, it's like how you navigate the inevitable changes is what determines your level of strength in this world. It's not about manipulating your outside world. It's about manipulating your inner world, because that precedes your external world changing for the better. All right, circumstances are going to happen no matter what. Okay, air signs. So the two options you have are being terrified, being scared, being up in your head with that nightmare energy, or instead you can choose to be brave. You know, you can choose to be a leader. You can choose to stand up and operate through the difficulty in an empowering way, in a way that empowers you and also inspires other people around you. So it's really your option. And like I said, this energy of victory is definitely available to you if you choose it. Now, air signs, based on the Lenormand at the bottom there, I do feel like that forward motion that's leading us out of the 3-card spread in the Lenormand is saying that, yes, you're going to move forward. So ideally, it's like you'll move forward towards victory. You'll move forward towards a new sense of empowerment. You'll move forward into a brand new start of potential great opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles here. But it's really your choice. So, air signs, my goodness. Thank you for watching Super Windy Saturdays. Thank you for hanging out with me. If this resonated, please hit the like button if you would so choose. And if you're not subscribed, please consider that as well. And I will be back next Saturday with more videos for you, my friends, air signs, all of you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. My friends, thank you so much. Until then, best of luck with this energy, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.